At Ascend Television, we have developed our roots in winter playgrounds. We've spent years chasing snow around the globe, but for the first time, we've packed our bags in search of summer adventure and the incredible humans that call the outdoors their home. This is Ascend, Season 2. We started our journey with the long flight to Cape Town, where we met up with our friend Rudy, who had another kind of flight in mind.
Wow, it's like I've never experienced anything like it before, and I was just really happy. I can't explain the happiness because it's something I felt for the first time, actually. 27 years old, like I said, and something that I've never ever experienced. So it's just a very, very unique experience, and yeah, I can just say I'm very happy about it.
Well, Cape Town is a very special flying spot. Obviously, the natural beauty of the area is incredible. Also, we get to fly over buildings here. You don't get to do that very often in many places. So we fly over buildings, we fly over the mountains.
My favorite part was the ocean, touching the shoreline and just flying over it was mind-blowing. Like winning the lotto, even though I don't know what it feels like. Probably I just won 100 million. Yeah, that's how it feels like.
We found ourselves scaling mountains in Jungfrau, and our friend Daniel taught us how to appreciate the fleeting landscape. Mountain is in the word mountaineer because it takes an almost obsessive knowledge of the risks and how they change with the weather, the seasons, and most challenging, how the landscape as a whole is changing with the slow creep of a climate that just can't seem to cool off. Unfortunately for Daniel and those like him who spend every day up here, when changes in the climate become obvious, ecosystems living on the edge become the canaries in the coal mines. A summit like Jungfrau and the balance of nature that surrounds it will always be the first and hardest hit. The impact on the residents is unfortunate and undeniable, but also for all of us who have ever wanted to share in the feeling of wonder that these fleeting landscapes can give us.
The experience of spacey, of rock wall, spacey rock walls, about the deepness, to feel the air on the rocks. To feel my body, my power, and I have to do something for exist, and I can hold here and I exist here, and the feeling it's like a liberty. It's maybe a little bit outbreak from the common life downtown or downtown the village. Yes.
In Golden, British Columbia, we got acquainted with a furry friend who appears to have been sleeping through our previous winter adventures.
10-4.
Sometimes, humans aren't always the best of neighbors.
So it's always been illegal to poach a mother with cubs because of their cubs' very low survival rate. We have about a 5% survival rate without mom in the first couple months of their life because they're most likely to fall to prey to another animal, die of exposure or starvation. Hey, they're bugging you too, aren't they? Look at them, they're all around you. So Boo's mom was a very smart lady, we think, and that's because she was really fat. So Boo's mom was able to have 3 cubs in the spring of 2002. But as you can see, Boo is a lot bigger than the size of my fist, like he was first born at. And they were gonna need a larger facility to be able to incorporate everybody.
They helped bring to life a totally unique kind of wildlife sanctuary.
The Kicking Horse Grizzly Bear Refuge was proposed and built.
Right smack dab in the middle of a popular ski resort.
Skip to a side note, that massive hump on his back, that's how you distinguish a brown bear from a black bear. So that hump is actually, it's not bone, it's not fat, it's pure muscle mass going straight down to the forearms. Our Kicking Horse was established in 2000. It's a really new resort actually. Before we were White Tooth ski area and we had a T-bar and the Pioneer lift. So you couldn't actually get all the way up to the gondola.
If you're worried about running goggles first into a grizzly next time you're ripping up the backcountry, do not be alarmed. Like Boo, any bear making a home out of your favorite run is most likely spending the winter sleeping away the days, waiting for some warmer weather. We then headed south to meet up with our friend Drew in California, who inspired us with his strength as he fought a terrifying illness to get back to his life of surfing, art, and more.
I was afraid that I was going to never surf again. So we paddled out, Christine was with me, Maria was watching on the beach. And we got out there and it felt absolutely amazing. You know, it was just perfect. And it just felt like I was home again. And that's when I realized I'm going to make 100% recovery. And I'm about 60% there now.
Tell me, can you hear the sound of sweeping water underground washing? A locomotive moving on, bringing with it everyone moving.
Hey man, what's up? Oh, welcome to the gallery. The gallery's looking good. We got lots of art.
So life has changed a lot in the last 6 months. Drew can now work again, which makes our lives a lot easier. We're working together. And he can travel now. He can do the things he loves. He can cook now, which is great because he was always the cook. And man, I just feel like we got our lives back. And it's a blessing and it's a miracle.
You know, I'm just looking forward to continuing on, you know, chasing waves around the world, surfing, doing great art. And, you know, as an artist, I think it's your job to articulate things visually, you know, through the art. Maybe I can inspire people either to create art or appreciate art or appreciate others. And, you know, create a life worth living. I think that's the biggest lesson. And, you know, whether it's art, music, sport, you know, just being alive, even food, you know, these things that we get so much joy out of. I just want to be a living example of all of those things.
Back in South Africa, our friend Mino introduced us to some more furry friends, this time of the cat variety.
We go 2 seconds forward.
That's amazing. How did you get that?
You can't hide from me. How's that? Boom. Now, all pride. Whole lot. I'm seeing them after months. After months, I'm seeing them. Oh, that's fantastic.
Look at that backdrop.
It was worth it, hey? To go a little bit further and look back. You saw how shocked I was with the Northern Pride. And they generally just sit or they just mill around every now and again. But today you saw the interaction between the aunt and the nephew. First time I'm seeing that. Oh, wow. Sorry, they're playing there as well. They're going to tackle him again. They'll tackle him. Just, yeah. He's playing with Auntie. Yes. So he's only 2 years old compared to these guys. They're 3 years old. You guys can see they want their attention. Look how close to the vehicle they are coming, eh? We look that side, then they come here. This. The guys won't believe I was so close to these cats. It's okay, Mama. Just seeing them, seeing that behavior, this is the 4th generation acting like this. The 4th generation. It was remarkable seeing those Northern Pride of lions. Yes, it was. So these guys give the cheetahs a run for the money.
Yo fui una de las primeras generaciones del sandboard de niños. Hace entonces, como me enseñaron a mí, también tenía que enseñarle a los niños. Entonces, en pandemia hicimos un proyecto para enseñarle a los niños, ya que no hacían nada, no colegio, todo cerrado. Hacíamos deporte y desarrollamos un poco más ahí el proyecto con los niños, ¿no? Enseñarles sandboard, tratar de transmitirle la cultura del deporte en ese momento.
Muy agradecido por haber, primera vez que prácticamente hemos estado dirigiendo la producción con Tony, con los chicos, con Cedric. Normalmente cuando nosotros hemos estado en las producciones, éramos parte del proyecto de los niños en ese tiempo, pero después de pandemia que nuevamente estamos de vuelta, ¿no? Y estoy muy feliz de que nos hayan contactado, ¿no? Para poder trabajar. Y esperemos de que sea el inicio de un buen trabajo, ¿no? Hacia las futuras generaciones.
Our winter travels have connected us with many snowboarders over the years, but the locals of Huacachina, Peru, can do without the snow for their genre of boarding.
En Brasil, los chicos de Brasil hacen muchos saltos. Entonces siempre se dice que los peruanos solo hacemos velocidad, solo dunas largas. Entonces a mí me gusta mucho saltar y como que siempre vi como que quiero ser el primero en romper los límites.
After our powder-filled adventures last year, we felt pulled back to Fernie once more, where we linked up with our old friend Kevin, who introduced us to his summer pastime, navigating the high-speed, cold waters of the Bull River.
The water is cold. If you do go in the water, you don't spend very much time underwater. These life jackets work really, really well. Here we go, we'll get through this big wave here. It's usually a maximum of a 3 count. it's amazing how time stands still with that 3 count when you're the one that's underwater. Okay, so just try and stay calm. You're probably going to lose your breath because it's cold, even with the stuff on, that initial shock. Listen and look for us, and we'll get you back in the boat as soon as possible.
So we came out to the Bull River, we raft a Class 3 family-friendly section, and the boys had a great time.
With experience rafting both sides of the country, Kevin knows just what makes rafting in the Rockies so special.
Probably the coolest thing about rivers out here is there's more of them. Like sort of the further west you go, you get into the mountains, and then that's where you get these, you know, a mountain style river where it's steep flowing whitewater current the whole time.
We run in seclusion. We work in rugged country.
Which means you get the river all to yourself. We also found ourselves in cold water during our time in South Africa. This time, we got to say hello to some surprisingly not so terrifying ocean dwellers.
Watch your head, Sky. Nice, I'm just gonna put it down.
That shark knows all about you. He knows what state your mind is in, what state your muscles are in. They're very, very smart, and their senses are absolutely incredible.
Oh my.
Oh, down. Look down, look down. That's exactly right.
I was holy are you kidding me? Oh my God. You know, there's nothing scary about it, like zero. There's no interest in us. They're curious, they're cruising by. It's the most incredibly beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And the apprehension you feel before you get in the water is immediately gone when you're in the water with them. They're so peaceful, they're so lovely. It's just completely surreal. I mean, beyond anything.
That was brilliant. First dive of the season. So this is why I'm doing this.
While we're accustomed to high speeds on 2 planks, our friend Julian showed us around his hometown playground in Kran, Montana, hitting high speeds on 2 wheels.
What I love about mountain biking is, first of all, the speed, because now I'm able to go fast, and I really like speed.
The Kran, Montana Bike Park offers guests amazing panoramic views of the surrounding area. But if you find yourself on one of the 3 downhill tracks accessible by cable car, we suggest keeping your eyes on the track. With a 200-kilometer network of road biking and cross-country mountain biking trails, there is plenty of opportunity to test out every setting on your suspension.
was kind of amazing to be in the boat in the middle of the Atlantic and not really even realize it or think about it. The only time I really thought about it was when I was woken up by Alan saying, "Scott, you got to get up. We have a lot of water in the boat."
That's a lot of water. Yes, it is, yeah.
When you're preparing for a massive undertaking like the Vendée Globe race around the world, you must be prepared for any situation, like the one Scott Shawyer found himself in here.
It's like a rainforest. It's hard to tell where it is.
And we went and checked in the back, and there was about this much water sloshing around in the back of the boat that really wasn't supposed to be there. And my first thought was, okay, where are we? How far away are we from land? And I looked, and we were right in the middle of the Atlantic. You know, I pulled the bilge pump out and started pumping. And, you know, the boat's 18 feet wide and 60 feet long, and so the area of water was maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. And with this little bilge pump, it just seemed like it wasn't moving the water. And then I got to thinking, is the water coming in faster than the water's leaving? And then in that case, I mean, technically you're sinking.
But that's not a small leak.
Yeah, when you put pressure on.
And I assume you found where the water was coming from?
Yeah, we found the water was coming from the exhaust system on the engine, the cooling system for the engine. And it was pumping water back into the boat. And we ended up fixing that and not having the issue anymore.
How you getting on?
That's pretty good. I mean, the water's moving around a lot, right? So
yeah, I should get the last bit of a sponge, I guess.
It was a summer for the books. We enjoyed countless new experiences and got to enjoy the outdoors in ways we never have, and made all sorts of friends along the way. We now look ahead to the winter months to get back on snow, but we can say with certainty that we will be back for more summer adventures next year. Until next time,